From the very first meeting in Dayton, Ohio, it became clear NPCA is an organization driven by the human bond formed between precasters looking to advance their companies and the precast concrete industry. Anyone who has ever met Chuck Babbert knows he is the personification of what NPCA is all about. Chuck is a selfless volunteer with a passion for improving the industry. He has served on numerous NPCA committees as well as the board of directors. He is a fixture at NPCA meetings, always quick with a smile, a genuine interest in how you're doing, and is a friend to many. Chuck's journey in the precast industry started much like others who grew up in a family business. When he was young, you could find him around the plant doing odd jobs like sweeping floors and annoying his dad. According to his father and company namesake, E.C. Babbert, Chuck was a hothead and always into mischief as a kid. For 10 years, Chuck worked in production and driving a truck, with the promise from his dad that if he kept at it, he'd eventually move into sales. Chuck did move into sales, but only after he rolled not one, but two of the company trucks. The debate still continues on whether these incidents were accidents or Chuck's way of speeding up the transition. At that point, EC said he had no choice but to pull Chuck off the road. In sales and management, Chuck found his calling. Asked to describe her son, Bonnie Babbert said Chuck is very personable, very caring, and loves people. With those skills and attributes, along with training from his dad, it's no wonder Chuck was a natural. EC retired at 65 and turned the company over to his sons. But he still comes in to collect the bills and aggravate his boys. If he gets on Chuck's case too much, he is quick to remind his dad how easy it would be to swap the first two letters of the company's name to read C.E. Babbert instead of E.C. Babbert. Chuck's first NPCA experience was the 1971 convention, held in Columbus and put together by E.C. and Ted Kuntz. The group gathered at the company's plant, and Chuck remembers how interesting it was to mingle with the adults, many of whom were founders of the association. But that's not the only time attendance at an NPCA meeting was interesting for Chuck. Both he and his dad will never forget the 1977 convention in San Francisco. At the reception, a gentleman who was not part of the group made his way into the ballroom and rubbed some members the wrong way. EC, Joe Weezer, and Jack Doris, who Chuck describes as 700 pounds of muscle, were dispatched to help this guy see his way out. After the intruder asked EC to step out into the hall, Chuck tried to intervene. It didn't end well for Chuck's brand new sport coat. An impassioned EC pulled one of the sleeves clean off. Chuck is a big sports fan, and in his free time he enjoys playing golf, so you can often find him playing in the NPCA Foundation golf outings. Looking back at his years of involvement with NPCA, Chuck sees it as just part of many years to come of getting to know people and developing a lot of friendships. And that truly exemplifies Chuck. He has indeed gotten to know a lot of people and developed a lot of friendships. But his strongest bond remains with his family. His brother Ron, who is co-president with Chuck, his dad, his mom, and his wife Carolyn are the most important parts of his life. He and Carolyn have been married for 33 years and have been at each other's sides through the good times and bad, taking on every challenge and celebrating every success together. And speaking of family, his parents and brother were not able to make it, but they do have a message to share with Chuck.
Congratulations, brother, on your award. As you know, we can't make it there, but somebody's got to stay here, keep things running, so it'll be here when you get back. Enjoy. Again, congratulations. We'll see you when we see you.
Hi, son. Congratulations on your Yoakum award. I'm very proud of you. Worked mighty hard for it. I'm sorry we couldn't be there with you. We love you and enjoy your evening.
You've attended a lot of meetings in Minneapolis, the main conventions, and you earned your Yoakum award in a very faithful style. I love you, buddy, and I'll see you when you get home. Bye.
There's no doubt the impact Chuck Babbert has had on the precast concrete industry has been felt by many. His years of service and the friendships and bonds he has shared with so many of his peers make him a very deserving recipient of the 2015 Yoakum Award. Congratulations, Chuck!